All right, man. Let's talk about this stuff that's hitting the internet, that's hitting these streets. It's over for the new bit meet in them streets. You see me riding, whatever Jeezy said. All right, man. Let's talk about this stuff. Talk about the rematch clause and all this type of stuff, man. Let's get into it. We all know that obviously, if you look where the sources came from, you all know it's hogwash. It's easy to get in the back in the bottom of something when we're talking about these sources. Okay, um, it's easy, right? You pull up, you can start. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this, bro. Y'all want to know something true, or half-ass true. You just go on the internet, right? Google Engine's one of the strongest, most powerful engines out there, right? And you can just put rematch clause. Sorry, my spelling all fucked up today. Just woke up. So you see Bushido come up. You see different sports things come up, right? And you know you don't see nothing about that. You see updates. You go to real news. You see nothing about it. You know, you see nothing about it, bro. But when you do see something about it, is YouTube, right? So that's just it. That is what it is on that aspect of it. So it's just something because it ain't nothing to talk about in the sports world about some, but I actually do can tell y'all some truth to the fake rumor. There's some truth to it, right? Even though I know the person don't have, even if he had the sources and he had the truth, he half-ass telling it, right? That's exactly what he doing. He half-ass telling it. And what's going on here? They both want rematch clauses. There you go. They both want rematches. When you get a fight of this magnitude, you're gonna make your money on the rematch. You're gonna make your money on the rematch. And that's everybody know that. We've seen that with Fury and Deontay Wilder. You gonna make your money on the rematch. And you know, so he says both parties want a rematch clause. Blank was negotiating that the first go around before they stopped. So whoever handled negotiation for Terence Crawford, and they both want a rematch clause. So Errol Spence said rematches of people unsure. Now, remember Errol Spence and Ugas lied about Errol Spence having a rematch clause against him. And Errol Spence basically said that he kind of did have a rematch clause and said, I ain't speaking on that. But he was the first person saying that rematch clauses of people unsure. So we already know there's a history of him lying about rematch clauses. Right then and there. You can find that. It was at his open workout. I'm not going to pull up receipts. I put up receipts all last live stream if you missed it. People in there bringing the local dummy boxing community talking points, what I'm saying, to the live stream, which I just brought the facts. Simple as that. I just brought the facts. So we can talk about talking points and all that. I debunked all them. But public information with receipts. That's what I did. I did that with receipts. And shut Jimmy, wherever Jimmy come from, whatever local dummy box community rabbit hole he popped his head up, foxhole he popped his head off on. I debunked that. All work is easy work. All right. I debunked that with the facts. All right. So they both want rematch clauses. So we get into, this, that, and the third, blase, blah. They both want rematch clauses. So before you sit there and say, Crawford's demanding let me tell you something. Only the one thing that's holding up this fight right now is how the financials are going to get dispensed. That's the only thing that's holding up this fight. There you go, right there. Now we can continue to talk about the financials, right? And when they get past the financials, it could be another barrier that hold the fight up. You know, it can. It could be another barrier that hold the fight up. When we get around to it, it could be the rematch clause that hold the fight up. So it can be the rematch clause that hold the fight up. So there you go. You know. So I mean, so but nonetheless, we get past the rematch, cool. I mean, we get past the money, then we get to the rematch clause, and we get to the venue, and then you get the stupid shit who walk first, who walk last, who walk second, who serve first to first, who do all that. We ain't even got past that. So the money just ain't there. And like I told y'all, said we spoke on this last night. Well, I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, just literally dead. You know, that's what it sounds like. I continue to do. I continue to do. I continue to do. But nonetheless, when we get, I told y'all that when Terence Crawford became a free man and got away from Bob Errol, it was all about, they didn't think he was gonna be free. I told y'all that they didn't think he was gonna get free. They did not think he was really gonna get free. And when he got free, Terence Crawford started asking. I mean, Errol Spence started asking for $20 million. I told y'all that. That's why Espinoza, I pulled the receivers. Espinoza started talking $20 million. But nonetheless, they both want rematch clauses. They both want rematch clauses. They both want it. They both want it. So, like I said before, Crawford only asked for 20 million. Crawford only asked for 20 million because Errol Spence asked for 20 million. He won 50-50. And then when Crawford, I guess when they, said, "Oh, Crawford, you can get the 20 million," right? I guess when they said that, right? Then it was like, well, Spence, like, I gotta get more than him. So give me 25 million. And Bob Arum said, and I pulled that receipt up. Bob Arum said, watch the live from last night. Very informative once again. Bob Arum was the one that said that they couldn't pay them between 9 and 10 million. That's what they was looking for. Between $9 and $10 million. But as far as a rematch clause, they both want a rematch clause. There you go. They both want a rematch. How Ugas went up there and lied and said, well, Errol Spence, don't in a rematch clause me to fight Errol Spence again. That was a lie. Errol Spence had a rematch clause. Errol Spence just his lies all over the place like dog poop. That's just what it is, dude. Dude is just a habitual liar, bro. That's what he is. That nigga had a rematch clause versus Ugak. And I don't think nobody would have been mad at him, coming off eye injury and whatever like that. Cool. A rematch of people unsure. He asked for a rematch versus Terence Crawford. Now, he might want a rematch clause when Terence Crawford can't get a rematch clause. Now, we might get past the money, and that might be a damn issue. We might get past the money, and then that might be an issue. So who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? We might get past that, and then that might be an issue. So, I mean, but like I said before, And I said before, man, they both want rematch clauses. There you go. They both want rematch clauses. So don't believe the malarkey. They both want rematch clauses. So it ain't like, oh, Crawford stopping the fight because of the rematch clause. Man, bro, they ain't even got past the money. They ain't even got past the financial stipulations of this fight. You hear me? They haven't got past getting them somebody funding this fight. And I explained all of that last night. So as far as the talk about the rematch clause, they both want a rematch clause. So there you go. They both want a rematch clause. They both want a rematch clause. So Errol Spence out here saying, well, rematch clause for people unsure. He had one versus Ugas. He had one versus Ugas. Come on. His fans always quoting his lies and shit like that. He probably had one versus Mikey Garcia. I can't confirm that. So, both of them went out here and talked all that crap. They went out here and talked all that crap. They went out there and talked all that crap. All that crap. And they both asked for a rematch clause. Let that marinate on your mind like Nick Bone Juice, like my boy Country Wayne say. Let that sit on your mental. So are both of them on shore, or are they just protecting their interests? You're gonna make more money on the back end, especially if the fight is just competitive and good. Or a little bit of controversy like Fury Wilder won. But like I said before, it is what it is. I understand Terence Crawford because you going into a situation where you working with a company for the first time. It ain't a tune up or you ain't worked with them before. People say you work with Sean Porter, but they financially didn't have a stake in that fight. This is like the first time you going over to PBC and without Bob Arum, so who protects your interests? If you don't knock him out, then you get robbed. You know what I'm saying? Or you get a bad decision, or it's a cut and they give him the fight, or it's a no decision. But I understand Errol Spence. You bringing 3 belts to the table, you know, and I feel like I'm the big dog. So I said just more BS to even talk about. That's all it is. This fight ain't even worth the weight that is that or the problems that it's causing in the boxing universe or in this, the boxing community or on the social media. It's just not worth it, bro. Like I said, once football start, I don't give a hell no more. Cause this, once football start, I don't care, dude. If it happens and they get in the ring and come fight night and they gonna be in the ring and they gonna walk in, I'll buy the pay-per-view. But other than that, paying Canelo Triple G type prices for this fight, they can keep it, dude. That's at the point I'm at with it. They can keep it. Once football started, all my money be in football, all my attention to be in football, all my attention to be on the FanDuel sports books and all that type of stuff. Then don't let basketball start before this fight. I don't give a fuck no more. I order the fight. I wait to the main event. I order the fight. I watch the fight. I talk about it. I talk about the fight when it's made, and I keep making videos. But as far as it, financially getting all my attention and my attention with my eyes and my pockets and all, I'm done with that, bro. I'm over it, dude. I wanted to go to the fight. They could have made it in the summertime. They didn't. With football going on, I'm gonna go to Lions game, Piston games, might even catch a couple Wings games this year. Got my money going. I ain't giving it to these two niggas, man. I'm sorry. I'll give my pay-per-view money. I might give away a pay-per-view or two on my channel. But other than that, man, I don't even care, dude, at this point. Once a football is snapped in college, they can do what the hell. They can go to hell with that fight. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs in the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Also, you can listen to us on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, the whole nine. All that's inside my link tree. It's the first link in the description. I try to remember to pin it in the comment section. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.